What's up, everybody? And I know I'm late on this, but I said I was going to come back and do this anyways, given that this is a go-home show and it's the 3-year anniversary of AEW, and with Double or Nothing happening this weekend on Sunday, a lot is going down leading into Sunday's show. So, yes, let's see how the go-home show really did leading into this Sunday's big pay-per-view and whatnot. We kick it off right off the bat with a steel cage match between Wardlow and Shawn Spears. MJF was out there. As a referee, with special guest referee and whatnot. Spears had a mask for some reason in his thing. So I said his chair logo design looks like Brock Lesnar's design. And I said, it's not a, when you kind of look at it, it looks like it does when you think about it. So I did look at that, and I kind of noticed the similarities in it. This match itself between Spears and Wardlow, basically this was just, to lead up to more of the story. The match was okay for what it was, but this was the lead into this Sunday between Wardlow and MJF, as, MJF and Spears just kept attacking Wardlow while keeping the handcuffs on him before he even broke out in the handcuffs and whatnot. Spears and MJF basically worked together to take down, Wardlow several times and try to screw him over. But at one point, Spears left and got some chairs into the ring. And MJF held him up and, was going to get Wardlow hit by the chair, but Spears ended up hitting MJF in the head with a chair. You don't see a lot of chair shots. I'm like, oh, shit, we're actually hitting people in the head with chairs again. You don't really see that nowadays at all, okay? So I was actually kind of surprised. And he even put his arms up also. I guess some of them used to, have, protect yourself. But, he just took it blunt to the head and everything. Wardlow basically, showed up behind Spears. He powerbombed him several times and ended up powerbombing him one more time onto the chair to get the win. Next thing you know, all the security guys, like in single file, look like dominoes, just getting knocked down. Okay, down, domino, down, domino, 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 domino. Okay, you go down, you go down, you go down, you go down. And then, like, he powerbombed. I don't know what was made out of this cage or how this cage was placed, but Wardlow threw one of the security guys into the cage, and this dude slid. He slid all the way to the floor, damn near under the ring. I'm like, I've never seen no shit like that before. Okay? That was insane. I'm like, shit, he just powerbombed him, and dude went under the cage. Never to be seen again. He went under the cage, folks. So that is some crazy shit right there, to see something like that. I know also that they end up addressing the tragedy and Uvalde, Texas. That's very fucked up and sad to hear. I'm not going to go into much of that, but that's just fucked up what happened. The Jericho Appreciation Society, once again, Wizard Jericho right there, throwing fireballs in a random guy's face that wears a John Moxley t-shirt. Whatever. CM Punk and Hangman Page came out, I guess, to have a moderator or something. I guess one final face-off before Sunday's pay-per-view for the world title. Punk, if he's ready to become AEW champion, his biggest moment in his career was what happened in Las Vegas, was actually the pipe bomb that happened in Las Vegas, damn near over 10 years ago at this point. He said he loves the fans and he planned on walking as the challenger and walking in challenger and walking out as the champion respectfully, he said. But Hangman, for some reason, is very bitter and just doesn't like Punk for whatever reason. Talking about, I'm not going to sit here. I say, all right, we're going to do to you and stuff. I don't hate you or anything and whatnot. But, Punk says, why are you mad at me? Why are you taking it so seriously? This is business to me, okay? It's a title shot, all right? Page said, 3 weeks ago, I would have annihilated you and embarrass you, but he didn't mean not double enough. He wants to do it tonight, he says. And he's just all pissy and whatnot at Punk for whatever reason. And, you sit there, you do your pipe bomb, and it's going to blow up in your face and whatnot. And I'm going to do something to you that no one's ever done, that you don't respect a lot of the guys around here since you got the AEW. You talk about this game for workers' rights and stuff, but you haven't lived that, okay? I am the champion. I know what a champion means. You haven't been a champion in years now, okay? And, it's just basically you just doing stuff for your own and everything. You're not doing nothing for the company. And, he wouldn't be defending the title against CM Punk this Sunday. He's defending AEW from CM Punk. But Punk, wow, man, you're so mad. You take this very personally, aren't you? And whatnot. So, I'll be ready in the ring on Sunday, all right? And he wanted to shake his hand, which he extended out and kind of pushed himself a little. But Hangman ended up punching him to the face then as he walked off. So, Why is he still Punk, really pissy at Punk still? Not really even sure. I feel like they've forgotten some things, the storyline and whatnot, in some of the ways they booked it, but yeah, just, it's like, I find it odd that they just tried to turn Hangman heel all of a sudden, or make him, like, teasing heel and just getting all mad and just kind of being heelish out there, and even his promos lately against Punk. So, don't know where it's going with that. I know they had a video package for Jay Cargill and Anna Jay for the TBS title. John Moxley and Eddie Kingston went against Private Party. I know William Regal and Jericho on commentary. Basically, this was just a win for Mox and Eddie out there. Not a bad match or anything. Right after the Blackpool Combat Club and, Santana Ortiz and the rest of the Jericho Appreciation Society start all brawling with each other. I guess Danielson's leg is now a work now, I guess, since they're now working. I thought it was a shoot last week, but they decided to make it to a work so Jericho could attack it out there. So it's now a work all of a sudden. Roppongi Vice, Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta went against FTR for the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. Caprice Coleman was on commentary. Nice to hear him. I still don't think a lot of these people care about Ring of Honor that much. I really don't think they do. I think the crowd was okay about it, but it ended up being a no contest due to the United Empire coming out there. And it's not like they really explain that much. And sometimes I do really believe, and I've said this before, they expect to know people who the United Empire are, which are Jeff Cobb and the Great O'Karn from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now, I know who they are because I watch New Japan Pro Wrestling. I know they were just the IWGP Tag Team titles, but since they, champions, I should say, but since they've, talked about the belts for a minute, I guess, they need somebody, or I guess, with the Forbidden Door coming at some point, I guess I gotta start building matches into it. But one thing with the Great O'Karn, man, and he's not bad, and I know they probably say he saved the kid, from kidnappers in Japan and whatnot. But he missed the combo move with Jeff Cobb, and then that thing with the table, you could clearly see Trent Beretta just make him just jump. He didn't O'Karn even touch him. It's like Trent Beretta put himself through that table, not O'Karn. Okay, so I don't know. And O'Karn and Cobb are really good, okay? I'm not knocking these guys, but do a lot of people in the crowd really know who the United Empire are? Do they watch New Japan Pro Wrestling? Do they even know Will Ospreay is the leader of this whole group? Think about it. It was a holy shit chant, but, how many people know who the United Empire are? Really think about that. Next, right, because at the end of the day, they just went destroying everybody out there. The Hardys and the Bucks were kind of promo. Very good promo by Matt Hardy, but then again, I feel like this match is just coming just because there hasn't been a lot of build to it. But I feel like, hey, we're not even in our prime. We're in our over prime, okay? And, it's going to be our best run. We'll be champions again. So, we're still to the extreme and stuff. And, the Bucks think they're in our prime, never meet your heroes because, you'll never beat your heroes and stuff. Even though I've seen the Hardys and the Young Bucks fight each other like a few years ago, and it was kind of a better match. Well, I don't know how this is going to turn out to be anyways, but I feel like they're just doing this just, just because so I can get the match out the way. But we'll see what happens. But the Hardys said they're in our overprime, so there you go. Jungle Boy went against Ricky Starks versus Swerve, triple threat. For some reason, I thought it was funny when Starks did some stomp move, which he clearly missed on Swerve on the outside, and somebody said, "You missed." And he says, your daddy missed you or something. He should have nutted in something. I don't know what Starks said, but it was funny. Go back and look it up. Triple threat wasn't bad. Ended up with Swerve getting the win over Starks with the stomp. Hobbs and Luchasaurus came out and started brawling with everybody out there. Keith Lee got an entrance though, and ended up knocking them down and going jumping off to outside, which that landing looked pretty bad by the way. But him and Swerve ended up closing the segment off after that. Thunder Rosa, and I thought this was another bland promo damn near with Thunder Rosa. This was rough to watch. And I know she didn't even have the makeup on. It's the real her. I like her hat, by the way. But, she's worked for everything she's had and whatnot. Deeb hasn't done nothing and, blaming her past for the, questionable choices in her career and stuff. But Rosa went on to say, I respect Tony. My mentor, Dustin Rhodes, and herself. That, for some reason, music started to play while she's still talking. So that's like the Oscars, like, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. But she kept talking while, the music is playing. So maybe they were telling her to wrap it up, wrap it up. Tony Schiavone just kind of sat there like, okay, and whatnot. And I'll say with Punk also, at least he didn't just snatch the mic out of his hand like other people do in this company and actually talk to the interviewer's hand. right after Tony Storm against Britt Baker. I don't think this is a really good match. It was kind of off in my opinion. Storm got the win, but I've seen better from Storm. I get she's working with Baker, and Baker ain't the best person in the ring, but this felt off. You could see the botches and pretty clunky out there too, but it was not really good. And even the finish with, Jamie Hayter coming out there, which, ended up helping Baker win and stuff. Baker get the roll up for the win, so she ended up moving on into the tournament, into the finals of the tournament. But that wasn't really a good match though in general. As for Samoa Joe and Kyle O'Reilly, good match. These guys kicked the living shit out of each other. I will say that. I figured Joe was gonna win anyway to face Adam Cole, given face versus heel and all that. I didn't think O'Reilly was gonna win. I did enjoy the match though. It wasn't bad with O'Reilly and Joe. I liked it. But Joe won with the Coquina Clutch right after Adam Cole walked out to do his Adam Cole Bebe thing and do a stare down with Samoa Joe, and that was the end of the show. Other than that, it was a good go-home show. Not much I could say from this, other than, hey, pay-per-view is this Sunday and Rampage is tomorrow, I think in the middle of the afternoon. So, don't know what's going to happen after that, but we'll see what happens this Sunday. We will try to get people online to review, Double or Nothing. So, we're going to see what happens this Sunday, folks. So, yeah. Other than that, I'm out of here. See you guys then. Peace.